Hello. So in today's tutorial, we will look at how we can hmm, use a Google package. And when I say Google package or a YouTube package to access the full internet, let's pause. You buy a package on your SIM data that only allows you to access YouTube, and you can't use other services. Okay. Uh, so when you buy a package for YouTube, it also allows you to access all of the Google services like Google Sheets, Google Docs, Gemini, and Google Cloud. So, what we are going to do is we are going to find a way to use some of the Google services to get access to the whole internet for free. So, it's in a nutshell, it's a way to bypass the internet restriction which is imposed by SIM data providers to access the full internet. So hmm, the SIM which I am using is Jazz. I am from Pakistan, and we have this SIM operator called Jazz. And we also have other SIMs like Telenor, Ufone, and Zone. They have their own packages, and I think all of them have a YouTube package where you are only allowed to access YouTube for a very cheap price, and they give you limited data. For example, I just bought a YouTube package for 6 rupees, and it gave me 500 MBs for the full day only for YouTube. But with that, I can also access other Google services, as I mentioned before. Okay, so what will be the first step in this procedure? We have to first of all install Google Cloud Shell SDK. So I will provide the link for this in the description of the video. So let's open this link. As you can see, my browser has opened this link cloud.google.com. Let's say you have bought a YouTube package on your SIM and you're sharing hotspot with your desktop. You can still access this link because you can access all of the Google services if you just buy a YouTube package. And now we have to install the Google Cloud CLI. We have to install it for Windows. If you are on other operating system, you have to figure it out for your own operating system. Okay. Here it's giving us two ways to install the Google Cloud CLI installer. One is to download it directly, and the other alternative is to open a PowerShell terminal and run the following PowerShell commands. Okay. We are going to use this method where we will open the PowerShell. So we have to copy this code, and then we have to open PowerShell, Windows PowerShell. Let it load. Okay, it's loaded now. Now we will paste the command which we copied from here into the PowerShell. Okay, it's loaded now. So now I have pasted the command, and yeah, here it has popped up this window 2 times. So I will close one, yeah, and I will keep one open. Okay. Now I have to install the setup. I will click on next, click on agree. Okay, I will select all users. You can select single user if there is no other user on your system. I'm going with single user because I only have single user on my system, and I will browse where I want to keep files for the installation. I will I will not change it and let it be the default. Then click on next and then click on install. So I'm pausing the video and I will get back to this after it's done installing. It will take some time. Okay. So we are back now. And as you can see, our installation of Google Cloud CLI has been completed. Now we'll click on next, and then I don't want to create a start menu shortcut. I will just uncheck this one, and I don't want to create it a desktop shortcut. And then I will click on finish. Okay. So now here, as you can see, it has opened up the interface for the Google Cloud SDK. Here it is. Here it is giving me options regarding which Gmail account I want to connect with Google Cloud SDK. As I have previously connected one of my Gmail accounts, so I will just create a new configuration so I can show you guys this process from the start. It's asking for the configuration name. I will let's name this tutorial configuration. Configuration. Okay, now it's doing some tests. We will have to wait. It's now asking for an account to use for the login. I will use a new Google account. Okay. So now make sure to use a Gmail account which you want to connect with Google Cloud SDK we just installed. So for me, I have another account. I will use that one. I'm gonna use this account. It will ask you for some permissions and you have to click on allow. And now you are authenticated with Google Cloud CLI. Okay, you can see. Now you have to select the project ID. So now what's the project ID? For that you have to go to console.cloud.google.com, or you can search Google Cloud Console and then click on this link. From here you have to select any one of projects. Let me change the account. I'm using this account. I'm using this Gmail account, so I have to change it, the one I am using. So now you can see here the projects you have in your console. Here it says my first project in ID is Festive Courier. So here I will use this project, Festive Courier. For that I have to type 1 and enter. Okay. Now it has configured my Gmail account with this project. Now just let me clear the screen. Okay. Now we will see the version for the Google Cloud. So our G Cloud version, yeah, if it shows this version of your G Cloud, it means G Cloud is now properly installed. Now what you want to do next is click on Activate Cloud Shell. Click on Authorize. And then it will open this terminal. And here you have to paste this command. Paste. Okay. And you don't have to close this window. You can minimize it, but as long as you're using Google Cloud Shell as a proxy, in order to access the whole internet, you have to keep this tab open. Now we have entered this command. It has created a proxy for us, which we can connect to. And in order to connect to this proxy, we have to run a command in we have to run this command in the Google Cloud CLI, this command prompt. We have to paste it and click on enter. Okay. Now this command is running. Okay. So it gave us this error. In order to resolve this error, what we have to do is we have to open this file. Click on Windows, click on File Manager, and then paste it here. Like you have to replace this with your user. So let's just say, let's navigate manually. List C, and you have to go to users. To go to your, you have to select your username for the Windows. and then you have to go to app data. Where's app data? Okay, it's not showing us app data, it's a hidden folder. So what we can do from here is just copy it and paste it like this. Now it's opening this file ssh.py. It's a Python file, so we have to edit some lines in this file. Okay, we have to find this line. So you guys won't have this software installed which is used to open different kinds of files. So let's just close this and go to this directory, and here you can see ssh.py. I will open up this file with notepad because all windows have notepads in them. Okay, here I've opened it, and then I will click on file, or I'll click on edit and then find, or you can click on ctrl-f and then find this. Okay, now I will replace this with this line. And save. Now I will click on find next. Okay, so there's only one entry and we have replaced it with our line of code. So I'll click on exit this, and then we will click on save and then exit this. Now we will run the command again. Okay, let's just wait and see if it gives us error again or not. We will run this command once more. Paste. Click on run. I think it's not giving us any more errors, so so now our proxy is ready. In order to access our proxy, we have to install a proxy software. You can use different proxy softwares, but for this tutorial, we'll be using ProxyCap. So this is our proxy, 127.0.0.1 and then 1080. We have copied the proxy, and now we will test our proxy. So maybe we can go to settings and okay, so Chrome does not automatically spots this proxy, so we have to use a software known as ProxyCap. But Firefox, you don't have to install Firefox or something like that. I am just doing this to test the proxy. So now here I have this. mm, proxy container. This is a, this this plugin allows me to open multiple accounts using different proxies. So yeah, so I will paste this proxy here, and then this is a SOX proxy, and then I will click on apply to container and go back and then open this tab, read proxy one, and then I will go to google.com and see if it loads. Yeah, so with the proxy the URL is loading, and let's check our IP address. Here you can see it says Google LLC data center, so it means we are connected to Google's proxy, and uh, using this we can access the whole internet. Okay, but the proxy is only limited to Firefox, but you guys may not have Firefox installed on your system, or you want to use this proxy all over the system. So for that purpose we are going to use a software which I told you guys earlier, a proxy cap. You don't have to install Firefox and then this plugin in order to use the proxy for that's only specific to Firefox, and it won't work on any other software. Now we have to install this other software known as proxy cap. In order to access this website proxycap.com, you need to have internet access. I'm going to install this version for Windows 11 10. I'm a 64-bit version. Yeah, if you are on a 30-bit 2-bit system, then you can install x86. If you are on a 64-bit system, you can install 64-bit. As I am on 64-bit, so I will click on this. Save it in downloads. It's downloading. And now I will open the software. Click on run. So I will now pause the video and be back once it's installed. Okay, now you have to click on next. Click on I agree. Click on next. Click. You can browse if you want to save it somewhere else, but for now, I will use a default location. Click on next. Click on next to install. So now you have to wait in order to install it. Click on yes. It will all it if it gives you, it prompts you. Do you want to allow this app from an unknown publisher to make changes to your device? Click on yes. And then it will start installing. Okay, it's now installed, and click on close now. It says you must restart your system for the configurations to take effect. I will restart it later. So now I'm gonna open proxy cap. I no longer need to open PowerShell. I can close this. You can see proxy cap is opened. It says you have to restart Windows. So now I will pause the video and restart my Windows and back later. Okay, so I have now restarted my desktop. Now we are going to open proxy cap software. Also have to open our Google account, which we connected with the Google Cloud SDK terminal. We use this account in our tutorial. So now I will go to Google Cloud console and open this link. Then I will click on activate cloud shell, this icon. Wait for it to become active. Okay, now we can click on this and let it load. And we have to paste this command here as previously explained in this tutorial. We have to paste this. Just paste it. Now we have to open command prompt and paste this command here. Okay. So now the proxy is running. We have to configure proxy cap. Okay. Now I previously installed this software and there are these configurations from that previous installation. So I will open this and okay. I will delete this and add it again so you can see how to add these rules. I have to remove rules here. I have to remove this, and now I can remove the proxy. Now you will have this interface, this clean interface. When you open a proxy cap configuration, you have to right click on this icon and click on configuration. It will open this window. Now you have to click on this icon here. If you can see this small icon with cross, and name your proxy. I will name this Google Cloud Shell proxy. You can name this whatever you want. Enter the proxy host name and port. Here you can see. Now click on OK. Now we have added the proxy. You have to test. Click on this laser icon on at the top right corner. Click on check now. It says succeeded, which means the proxy is working. There will be some scenarios when it says connection failed. Let's when can that happen? That this can happen when you have closed this tab, because you have to keep this tab opened, this Google Cloud shell opened on your browser, and you have to minimize this. If you close this and then you click on check connection, it will say connection refused. So now As I restarted the terminal, as I restarted the cloud terminal, I have to click on authorize again, and I have to paste this command again. Now if I test the connection once again, it will say failed, because then I have to restart this, because you can see uh, the command prompt gave us the error, connection closed by remote host. So now just I will click the up arrow keys. I will give us our previous command, or you can copy it from here again and paste it here, and then click on enter again. Now we will test our connection again. Okay, we have to wait. Let's run this command again. Copy and paste. Now we will test the connection again. Okay, it says succeeded. So now once you have checked it's working properly, and I've also told you the scenarios in which it won't be working, if you have restarted this terminal, or if it got closed after maybe 2 or 3 hours of use, it will automatically Google will automatically shut down this terminal off if you are inactive for a long period, if you're not doing some activity. So you may have to restart this or reopen this, and then you have to run this command again in the command prompt. Then we have to go to rules, and then click on this icon. We have to click on this first one. Okay, we have to specify which apps will be using this proxy, which applications will be using this proxy. We will select redirect through proxy. We will select Google Cloud Shell proxy, resolve names remotely, and we will select all programs, TCP, UDP, TCP, select all, and I will just name it all applications, and then I will click on OK. Now I will click on this up arrow here, that in the bottom right, and then come to this tray icon for proxy cap, right click, and then click on enable proxy cap. It's now enabled. I will close this, and here you can see the connections. I will go to google.com. Yep, and you can see it here. It's showing us that Chrome is being using this proxy, and we can click on what's my IP address. Here you can see it says Google LLC. So this way we are utilizing Google Cloud Shell, our cheap YouTube package provided by our SIM company, SIM operator, and using this software proxy cap, we are able to access other websites. So now some of the common pitfalls of this method is we are using SOX 5 proxy. So basically SOX 5 proxy is a type of proxy, and you won't be able to use some applications with this kind of setup. Maybe applications that allows you to do phone calls, you can call you may not be able to use applications that calls on phone numbers, and Windows apps will not work if you are using proxy cap, this software. If you have a Windows software, let's say you have installed WhatsApp from the Microsoft Store, okay, so this will not this kind of application is called UWP, Universal Windows Platform applications will not work because they don't go through this proxy software. But you can use Chrome, and on Chrome you can access any website you want. There may be some other way or setup to use Windows native applications like WhatsApp for Windows. If you have installed this WhatsApp on Windows, there may be some way, but otherwise you can go to your browser Google and type web.whatsapp.com, and there you can access your WhatsApp. You have to make sure it's already logged in because this method is only limited to desktop. You won't be able to replicate this on your mobile phone. You may be able to replicate this on other platforms like Linux or yeah. So you make sure WhatsApp is already logged into your browser. Yep. So now I'm still using my internet. Let's switch to my SIM network on which I already bought the package for YouTube, and it only allows me to access YouTube and other Google services. So now I will change my. Make sure if you're not using the proxy, you have to right click and click on disable proxy. Okay. So now I will connect to my hotspot. Now I'm connected to this one, and if I go any other website like chatgpt.com and google.com, so you can see google.com is loaded in, but other websites chatgpt.com or yahoo.com, these websites are not loading. Okay, this is redirecting me to Jazz website, which tells me that I am basically out of balance. I don't have balance to access this website. You can see I can only access Google, YouTube, because this is a YouTube package. I can access Google Maps and all basically I can access all the Google services. As I can access Google Cloud Console, so we use this in order to bypass the restriction and make a proxy. Okay. So now here we were on this tab and we have to click on reconnect because we got disconnected. You can also. So now I will just click the up arrow key, click enter. I have entered this command again, and now I will test the connection. Okay. Right click on this icon and go to proxies, and then test the connection. Says connection refused. It's because I have to run this command again. So I will just click on CTRL-Z. You have to click on CTRL-Z to stop this. The CTRL, Control Z or Control X. It will stop this command. So I will clear this, click the arrow up key 2 times, and I will have this command here again, or you can paste this again from here. I will share this file so you can copy all the commands. Now I will click enter, and now I will check proxy again. It still says refused. Say succeeded. Okay. Here you can see. Now if I go to this website, where's my IP address? Okay. And yahoo.com. Okay, I have to enable the proxy cap software. So don't forget to enable it and disable it when you want. Now enable it, so now it's loaded now. Here it says Google LLC, which means I'm using Google proxy. And now I can also access Yahoo and other services. Yeah. So I hope this was not as complex as it sounded, and if you follow our tutorial step by step, you will be able to achieve same results. In order for it to work, you have to have a same data provider which provides YouTube or Google packages, which allows you to access YouTube, and with that you can also access other Google services. If you can only access youtube.com with your YouTube package, which is rare, if you have access to youtube.com, they will also grant access to other Google services, because YouTube needs to use those services. YouTube needs to use Google Cloud. YouTube needs to use Gmail in order to run it properly. So they automatically grant access to those services because it's required by YouTube that it has access to those services. So using YouTube package, you can access Google Cloud, and then using Google Cloud, you can create a proxy by this command, and then by installing Google Cloud Shell, you will run this command, and you can like go back into the tutorial and see how we did this step by step. Yep. So now I will just disable this proxy because I don't want to use it anymore. And I will close this software. Okay. I don't know why I can't exit the software from here. There's no way to exit this software. You see, if I click on this, I can click exit, but configuration cross, I have to exit this software using a task manager. Okay, so this proxy cap app automatically starts on startup. When the window starts up, it automatically starts. So I don't want to do that. It's already disabled. Okay, so you have to disable it. That way it won't start automatically when you start your PC or desktop. And now I will just close this uh, software proxy cap and task. Yes. It's no longer running now. You can see there is no proxy cap here. Close this one. I don't need this. Leave. Leave. Okay. Yeah. If you have any questions or if you face any problems when implementing this step, you can just comment below in the video, and I will try to answer your questions or any errors if you face during this process. And this process is only limited to uh, Windows desktop. I haven't tried to replicate this process mobile on mobile phone, Linux or other, but if you are into programming and coding, then it might be easier for you to replicate this on other systems. But for now, the scope of this video was only limited to the Windows. Yep. So now we will also close this. No need to keep this open. Yeah. So that's all for now. Yeah. See you soon. Take care.